Hello, my nerds and nerdettes. Welcome back to the Pre-Write series. And today is the next DC one for a Teen Titans movie. So we're going to start off with the Teen Titans. We're going to use this, first part of the first act to, introduce the characters and see what they have to learn through the entire movie. Robin has to learn that to truly get out of Batman's shadow, he's trying to learn from his Martian abilities, because I'm gonna make him a Martian in this. He's gonna be a Martian, because screw a monkey virus thing. Arsenal is going to be dealing with his stress and anxiety. He's gonna find a very unhealthy way. Cyborg is pretty obvious, just being a cyborg. Starfire from her slavery as a certain kind of slave. I'm doing that, yes. Kid Flash being away from Barry, an opposite relationship from Dick. Bumblebee just being a shy person. She's kind of shy. And Donna Troy, who Wonder Girl, is not really dealing with anything. She's really going to be very, unneeded. She's going to have more character development in the Wonder Woman movies. But yeah. And we'd see them, take down a random villain. I don't know, Condiment King or something. But yeah. Oh, and also I forgot to mention... Crap, I forgot to add him into the first thing. We have they'd also meet Jericho, and he'd join the team. And that's when they're attacked by an assassin who goes by Ravage. And during this, Jericho would unmask him. And he'd be surprised. His eyes would go wide, because obviously he can't speak. He can't say crap, and he doesn't know sign language just yet. And so he'd be trying to get the gang to go somewhere, but they won't let him, and because they keep getting attacked by the bloody assassin. So Jericho would, in the second part of the second act, would, lead them to a house eventually. He eventually gets their attention and leads them to a house. And and then he shows them stuff, and then they realize the full story. And then he reveals his mask to show one of the boys in one of the pictures in the house. And that the assassin is also one of the boys. They're brothers, but not just any kind of brothers. They're the sons of freaking Slade Wilson, who would obviously see them in this house, at first see Jericho and be like, oh crap, who the heck, why are they here? And then Grant would show up and be like, alright, why are you guys in my house? And then they'd eventually get kicked out, and Jericho would also leave with them, choosing them over his family, because assassin brother going into that, he don't want that. He's like a hero, so he leaves with the Titans, and then they'd have a little moment which shows why he's doing this, and they'd explain now, that guy who offered you that contract, you said no, and that put shame to our family, so now I'm taking the contract, and I'm going after the Titans. And they even gave me this cool serum that's just like yours, but enhanced with venom. And Deathstroke, I'm going to show Deathstroke as a more father figure. He'd be he doesn't want his son to get his kids, including his daughter, to get involved with. Daughter? Yes. I wonder what that teases. Definitely not anything. Anyway. So he'd basically not want his son to go down his path, but he's already made a mind, so they have a little yelling fight, not swords out, because they're father and son. And they wouldn't fight, but he'd leave and go after the Titans. And so in the second act, Deathstroke would intervene in their fight in the second act, where they start to get over their problems that I mentioned in the video, and Jericho's also trying to deal with the fact that his brother's trying to kill him, doesn't care. He's trying to put honor into his name, and he can't speak anyway. He doesn't even know sign language. So, he feels like that it'd be better for his family if he just get left out. He's very, anti-disabled. I'm just gonna say that. He's very anti-disabled and no honor in his family's name. He takes the name Wilson very, very seriously. And Deathstroke is the Wilson, and Slade would jump into their fight and take Grant somewhere else and be like, Look, you don't want to be identified as a Wilson. Trust me, it's bad news. I made it so it would be bad news. And Grant would, like, doesn't care and you see, he would have something in his armor that would also make kind of like Bane, where he can inject more and more of that drug into his system, which is not teasing anything. So, and then Grant would, invade Titan's tower and blow it up. And in this explosion, Jericho would die. Jericho is killed by his brother, which sets the Titans to obviously go hunt him down, because they freaking killed his friend. They ain't gonna let that slide. No, they're gonna take him down. But you see, they don't know about the serum, which is made of Venom and the thing that gave Deathstroke, which obviously that wouldn't be a good mix, like two very bad, one very good drug and one that, like, puts pressure on the body. That ain't gonna be good. But they don't know that. So, these two know that, they don't, okay? So, in the third act, these guys would confront him. For once, they're switching it up. They're hunting him, and you see, in that, like, fight with, like, Condiment King, or that joke villain, they'd, like, be a bad team, bad at working together. They'd mostly be doing their own things, like, bumping into each other. But in this fight with Grant, they're way more connected. They're way more fluent in fighting together. Like, he's turning into a freaking gorilla and just throwing Grant around. She's hitting him with her shield. He's just super punching him everywhere. She's stinging him with his fights. He's using a sonic cannon. She's an alien. She's using his balance, and he's throwing batarangs. He's throwing arrows. And this final fight is just going to be crazy. But you see, during this final fight, we'd see Slade Wilson, like, preparing to go and save his son, because he's been doing his own research in this whole movie, and realizes that the mix of the drug that gave him his superpowers and Venom is going to kill him if he keeps injecting it. And during this fight with them, where they're, like, all kicking his butt, he keeps injecting more and more of the serum into his body. And then Robin uses his staff and hits him right in the chest. And right as Deathstroke sees, all he sees is Robin hitting Grant in the chest, killing him. Slade would witness this, obviously, as I mentioned, and he wouldn't go frantic. He'd declare that he's going to kill the Titans. And there's nothing they can do about it. He will get his revenge for both of his sons. And that's pretty much the movie. But in a post-credit scene, we'd see a man in a hood talking to a woman who is identified as Queen Bee in, like, this futuristic office, and ask her for her help. She'd agree to give him access to a secret little team that she's going to use at the front for her little operation, meta-human operation. And then the hooded man, who's the same hooded man who tried to hire Deathstroke and ended up hiring Grant Wilson to hunt down the Titans, says, "Brother Blood thanks you for your services," and then leaves. That's right, this movie would tease freaking Brother Blood in the post-credit scene. He's the big bad. He's the one who's going to be trying to freaking, he's now going to Queen Bee for help to get a little team to distract the freaking Teen Titans. Do you get it? These guys, along with a couple new members, which I'm just going to say now would be Tara Markov and Raven, would have their hands full with Brother Blood and peace.